Bang bang MMA gang. Now today's video we discuss why we done with Belal Muhammad. Now Belal Muhammad finally gets his title shot versus Leon Edwards. We have Belal Snoozefest Mr. Nightquill Muhammad versus Leon Edwards. Now Belal Muhammad has been absolutely begging and crying for a title shot after beating a one-armed Gilbert Burns for the past year and a half. He's taken a year and a half off just to get this title shot, just for him to get embarrassed. Now, when we look at Belal Muhammad, he has no fans. He made it's the best move of his career. He went to Dagestan before UFC 280 to train with Kape and Islam. Not Dagestan, he went to Abu Dhabi to train with them. And he had Khabib in his corner, and that's where all of his fans came from. The 4 fans that he has come from that fight. Now, ever since the Dagestanis the fans have kind of latched on to Belal Muhammad, I ain't gonna lie, this whole we riot if Belal Muhammad doesn't get a title shot, that narrative picked up. Now, am I saying he doesn't deserve a title shot? I'm not saying that. He beat a one-armed Gilbert Burns. The winner of that fight was guaranteed a title shot. It is what it is. He gets the title shot. Now, who I think is going to win this fight, Leon Edwards, who's notoriously known for a calf kick merchant, who's going to high kick you once around just when you drop your hands, was the most... I've never seen Leon Edwards so offensive, so willing to go through the void to knock somebody out, other than when he fought Belal Muhammad the first time. Man, he is fucking lucky that Belal Muhammad, that he hit his eye, and that eye poke saved his life, because he would have got flatlined and he would have never been in title contention. Now, the fact that happened, the eye poke, all that, whatever, he gets the title shot. I think in my heart of hearts, Leon Edwards finishes Belal Muhammad. And this whole narrative, the 4 fans Belal Muhammad has that are yelling for him to get a title shot, is the same type of fans that Beneil Dariush had. Beneil Dariush had a certain fan base saying, we need a title shot. The second he gets flatlined by Charles Du Bronx Oliveira, we never hear from Dariush again. He gets flatlined by Armand again, we don't hear from him again. When was the last time you heard the name Beneil Dariush? Think about that. It's the same with Belal Muhammad. He's not going to have no fans after this fight. He's going to get flatlined. He's going to actually lose via finish like he usually does. We've seen it multiple times. And yeah, we're going to see Leon Edwards finish him, and Belal Muhammad is back to the apex, back to prelims. People forget UFC 280, he was on the prelims, bro. This guy, Gilbert Burns, took this guy out the prelims. He was a prelim merchant, bro. But yeah, man, I got Leon Edwards via finish. Moving on, we have Tom Aspinal versus Curtis Blaydes. Excuse me. Now, Tom Aspinal, the UFC heavyweight champion. We're not even going to go into that. John Jones, you're weak as fuck. You're soft for not wanting to fight this guy. This guy, since John Jones has won the belt, has fought Tybura, has fought Sergey Pavlovich, and now is fighting Curtis Blaydes the rematch since he got injured the first time. Now, that is what I call a BMF. Not waiting around like Belal Muhammad or Colby Covington, not waiting the whole time to get his so-called title shot. In my opinion, he should be the undisputed heavyweight champ. He absolutely demolishes John Jones. John Jones will never fight him. He'll cherry pick the Stipe fight and then retire and then claim that, oh my God, or beat Alex Pereira via wrestling. Come on, bro. But as far as this fight, Curtis Blaydes, you are an absolute luckiest man in the planet. You fluked versus Jailton Almeida. Now, I know the narrative, y'all motherfuckers don't like Jailton Almeida. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. I love jiu-jitsu. But I have to be honest, he was just holding on for dear life, and he got finished. Now, we all know how that was supposed to end, ground and pound or knock him out. Curtis Blaydes was supposed to lose that fight, but he ended up winning. Now, coming back into this Tom Aspinall fight, I think Tom Aspinall absolutely washes him. The same way Sergey Pavlovich did. He's going to catch him on the feet. They're not even going to grapple, none of that. It's going to be in the first round, catch him on the feet, flatline this kid, send Curtis Blaydes back to, who remembers when we were all saying Curtis Blaydes could beat John Jones? Get that shit out of here, bro. Curtis Blaydes, go back to wherever you came from. I like Curtis Blaydes. who am I kidding? I don't like Curtis Blaydes. I'm a Tom Aspinal fan. Tom Aspinal knocks him out. Then Tom Aspinal waits for John Jones. John Jones retires. Tom Aspinal becomes the heavyweight champion. And that is that. John Jones, keep running. It's Tom Aspinal time. And that is that. Moving on. We have the absolute scrub of the earth, Muhammad Mokaev versus Manel Kape. Now, I don't like Manel Kape. I'm a Kai France fan, but I have to be objective. Manel Kape hits harder than anybody Mokaev has ever faced. Like, let's be honest. Tim Elliott, I love Tim Elliott. If Tim Elliott is winning rounds against you, and if you didn't get that submission, you would have lost that fight. Tim Elliott is doing that against you. I'm sorry. You're going to lose to Manel Kape. Manel Kape's going to flatline you. If Alex Perez won that fight, 100%. If you tell me Mokaev beat Alex Perez, I can't take you serious. Alex Perez beat Muhammad Mokaev. Muhammad Mokaev, you're boring. Your style sucks. At least this kid, one thing I like about this kid, he understands he's boring. He's not like these other guys who are brain dead that don't understand that you are a boring fuck that people don't like to watch you. But he kind of gets that he's boring, but he'll never change his style. He'll do the whole little weight bearing thing. He'll do the grounded opponent thing. That's all. If that rule didn't exist, Mokaev would not be a UFC fighter. How many times has he done that against Alex Perez, where Alex Perez could have kneed his head off? But I mean, it is what it is. Alex Perez should have beat Mokaev. Manel Kape's 100% going to beat Muhammad Mokaev. Manel Kape has good takedown defense. Even if they want to grapple, Manel Kape has good jiu-jitsu. I don't see a way where Mokaev wins. Mokaev does have solid jiu-jitsu, but you can't take down Manel Kape. And if it's on the feet, you don't have enough power. Like, what can you bring to the feet? You don't have a good high kick. You can't sneak in a high kick. You don't have a good calf kick. You don't have good boxing. You don't do nothing well. You're not a good wrestler. You have okay jiu-jitsu, I'll give you that. Manel Kape absolutely flatlines you. He catches you coming in with a left. He catches you coming in sloppy. Maybe not. You're going to come in, try to prove a point, trying to be more fun in Manchester. Come in sloppy with a boxing combination. You're going to get caught with a left hook. Yeah, and Manel Kape absolutely flatlines you, and they're going to give him the next title shot. It's bullshit. I would have rather seen Kai France versus Manel Kape, but it is what it is. Moving on, we have Paddy Pimblet, as Moicano would say. Paddy Pimblet versus Bobby Green. Now, I'm kind of iffy with this fight. Now, we all want to see Paddy lose. I'm not talking for myself. I'm talking for the whole world. We want to see Paddy lose. Now, the way we want to see him lose, or who we want to see him lose against, it was Moicano. We wanted Moicano versus Paddy Pimblet. They've been wanting that fight for how long, but the UFC knows Bobby Green is an easier fight than Moicano because Moicano has better wrestling, even though they both don't have deadly wrestling. Moicano has the better wrestling. Moicano has the better takedowns. Moicano has the better jiu-jitsu. Moicano has the better back takes. 10 finishes in the UFC, all by rear naked choke. Or all by submissions. Like, there's levels to this shit. 100% Moicano would have beat Paddy Pimblet. And yeah, bro. But as far as Bobby Green, I think Bobby Green, it's so weird. Because I think Bobby Green finishes Paddy Pimblet. Now, if I would have told you Bobby Green would submit Tony Ferguson while Charles Oliveira and all these guys couldn't, you would tell me you are a bold-faced fucking liar. But it happened. Bobby Green submitted him after absolutely beating him down. Now, I can see something like that where he absolutely beats Paddy down. Now, if Jared Gordon is catching you with left hooks all day, and Jordan Levitt is taking you down, and Tony Ferguson is surviving against you while you had him brutally hurt, like, let's be honest. You're not beating Bobby Green unless Bobby Green does the showboating shit and he gets flatlined like how Jalen turned him. You don't have power like that. You don't have legit power. I'll give Paddy one thing. He has underrated jits. His jiu-jitsu's underrated. It's okay, but is it good enough for him to beat Bobby Green? No. Can he take down Bobby Green? Maybe, but I don't like against the cage or something, but I don't think so. I think 100% if Jim Miller couldn't beat Bobby Green, you have no chance. Jim Miller has better defense than you. Jim Miller has better jiu-jitsu than you. Jim Miller has better takedowns than you. If he can't beat him, you have absolutely no chance. Give me Bobby Green via. I'm gonna go unanimous decision on this one. I can see a flat line, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna have take integrity, and I'm gonna go Bobby Green via decision. Moving on, our last fight, man. Giga Chikadze. Giga you know the second word, versus Arnold Allen. Man, Arnold Allen, who was absolutely robbed. Not only robbed by Movsar Evloev, but robbed. Absolutely fucking robbed by the fucking bullshit rule set or the hand on the grounded opponent rule. Man, Movsar wouldn't exist without that rule. Mokaev wouldn't exist without that rule. All these guys suck, and I hate it, but it is what it is, man. But as far as the fight goes, I think Giga is he's in the later part of his career. He's taken some absolute beatings in his career. I think there's no way. Now listen to what I'm saying. There is no way. This might be the lock of the night. Even over Leon and Belal. The lock of the night. Even over Manel, Kape, and Mokaev. The lock of the night, in my opinion, is Arnold Allen versus Giga. Now, Arnold Allen, I don't know if you guys know this, but his jiu-jitsu is actually legit. Arnold Allen can't be held down like that. Like, he is the type of guy, he reminds me of like a Mateos Gamrot. You're not holding down Arnold Allen. If you try to take him down, he'll Granby 5 different times just so you don't take him down. He'll like, his cardio will go all the way down just to get back up. Arnold Allen is not a guy that can be taken down easily. If it's just, I think what it will be just a standing fight, I think Arnold Allen absolutely finishes Giga, and I'm talking about in the worst way possible, an absolute overhand left that flatlines Giga, and he might actually retire. Like, I'm talking about for his brain, it's not going to be good what happens to him. Y'all thought Arnold Allen versus Dan, I can't say that last word because of YouTube guidelines. If you thought that was a beating and that was like a flatline, I have some news for you. Arnold Allen will absolutely flatline Giga, and it's going to be one of those fights where you go, how the hell did Arnold Allen lose to Movsar Evloev? It's because of fucking crooked Mark Goddard. Mark Goddard, you're going to pay for everything you've done. Mark Goddard has officially, I don't want to go off track, but if Mark Goddard did not pause that fight because none of those knees were to a grounded opponent in that stupid rule where they're just touching the ground, none of them are weight bearing, it's just touching, so you can't get kneed in the head, it would have been a TKO. Arnold Allen would have won. Arnold Allen probably would have been next for the title shot. But man, bro, it's crazy how a ref can derail you from your dreams. Arnold Allen, getting back to the fight, Arnold Allen flatlines Giga, and it's one of those ones where we go, damn, Arnold Allen's back in contention. And I think, if anything, this is what the UFC should do. I think Arnold Allen versus Volkanovski should be the fight. Like, if I'm playing matchmaker for a quick little second, I think it should be Max versus Ilia Topuria. I think it should be Arnold. If Arnold Allen beats Giga, I think Arnold Allen should face Volk in the end of the year, like November or something, probably in the MSG. I think Movsar should face Brian Ortega. And yeah, I just fixed the rankings right there and there. And I think Yair should face Aljamain Sterling. Just fixed bantamweight for you, just like that. I said bantamweight, featherweight. But yeah, that's what I think happens. I'm reiterating the fact that Belal Muhammad absolutely gets flatlined by Leon Edwards. I don't care what nobody says. Y'all can come back to this video. Y'all can do what y'all got to do. I'm trying to tell you, Belal Muhammad fans, remember his name, because after he gets flatlined, nobody will. And that is that. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the MMA gang is in. And that is that.